morning, everyone. Happy to be at Acres. First time in Dubai, 2024. And today I have the honor and privilege to be hosting this exciting interview that we all have been anticipating for in order to understand more about what's happening for something called Arab MLS. All of us throughout the years, all the realtors that have been working in real estate international markets have been knowing and engaging with the MLS system, which is the multiple listing service. And it's one of the most safe places that an agent can work at. And right now, we are at a tectonic shift and a historical moment in the history of the MENA region that we are going to be having our own Arab MLS. And this big thank you goes to the Arab MLS, which is founded by Mr. Ahmed Al-Batrawi. Please, round of applause for him, please. So thank you, Mr. Ahmed, for being there. It's really a pleasure.
Thank you. It's working. Okay, good.
Tech problems always. So if you can tell us briefly about what's the relationship between Arab MLS and CoreLogic, taking into consideration that CoreLogic is, I can say one of, it's the best of the best of the best when it comes to PropTech technologies related to MLS.
Let's say first, thank you. Thank you very much for everyone being here and watching us. Let me just explain at the beginning first, what's Arab MLS?
Okay.
Who we are, then what we can, how is our relation to CoreLogic? So Arab MLS is an idea of myself. It's been for over 15 years. I want to build this platform at the Middle East. I know that this is the time now at the whole Middle East for our technology or to adopt our technology at the real estate industry. Arab MLS is a platform that serves consumers all over the Middle East, which is the Arab world. We have 6 countries, United Arab Emirates, Egypt, Bahrain, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and the 6th country is Kuwait for now. We're gonna be working directly in certain country with certain restrictions. So let's say in Dubai or the United Arab in Dubai, let's say Dubai, not the whole Emirates. We're gonna be working B2B for the professionals. For other countries, we're gonna be working B2B and B2C. So it depends about the country. So Arab MLS came to serve the real estate industry at the whole Middle East. To answer the second question is, what's our relation to CoreLogic? What's CoreLogic? Let's talk about CoreLogic. CoreLogic is the largest real estate technology software company in the world. We're talking about a company with billions of dollars, located in California, in America, running 90% of the American real estate market. So we are mainly like for every, like I don't want to say 1.5, 1 3/4 of real estate agents in America is using CoreLogic. CoreLogic is our provider for a platform called Matrix. Matrix is the real estate platform that work with all the professionals in America. And we have the exclusive right at the whole Middle East for the Matrix platform.
Very interesting. And from what you have said, that you are right now active in the United Arab Emirates, expanding, and the first spot for the Spark is Dubai.
Correct, yes.
Okay, so who will benefit from the platform itself? Because you have said that in some countries or some regions, you're going to be working with B2B and others B2C, specifically for Dubai. I'm a real estate agent, I'm a realtor. How I'm going to be benefiting from the MLS platform, and what are going to be my challenges?
All right, so let's start just first by, like I sold real estate. So like my background is real estate. The most important part in any transaction is the information. How are you gonna pass the information fast? Where I can find the information. Sometimes the information worth a lot of money. So our platform is going to be the platform for the agents or the brokers or the developers or the banks, insurance company, that they will find the information they're looking for. And I'm going to put it for you as an example. If I want to buy a villa in the Palm, in a normal normal life today, what we do is we go to portals, we go to people we know, we make some phone calls, then we start looking for the villa at the Palm. The MLS is the easy way. Why? Because we have the database is all by the professionals. They're sharing the same database. So if I want to have a villa at the Palm, we have 100 search in our platform. You're gonna log in into the platform. You're gonna find all the inventory, accurate information, 100% has been reviewed, guaranteed, it's accurate. Name, address, commission, brokerage, escrow, all the information about this transaction in less than a second. So that's gonna give you the power to go and show your buyers, if you represent the buyers, the house in no time. So it's just sharing the information of the real estate business and using the technology is the big part of our business now.
Okay, this is very interesting. It means that it's going to be having much more of data exposure, and you're connecting all the stakeholders inside the real estate industry. And this takes me, do you need governmental approvals or governmental endorsements from each and every region you're working at, or you go without this? We need to understand more, because I don't want it to be under the impression that this is another, let's say...
Don't say names.
Definitely.
All right. Okay.
No. It's another maneuver from someone who's trying to lead the market by his own. Are you backed up with some governmental entities?
Where? That's
okay, let's talk first. Definitely Dubai.
In Dubai, we work with the land department. They create committee, and we work with them. We explain our platform. It took us too many sessions. Great people, very knowledgeable. All the names I can say, like everybody at the land department was Excellency Marwan, Mr. Majid, Dr. Mahmoud, everybody, Mr. Ali, Abdullah. We had a committee and we had a lot of visits with them. We explained, they understand the system very well actually. That was amazing because they explained for me the system, and they have a lot of knowledge about the system. So what I want to say today is very important. In the business for the multiple listing service, benefit clearly the brokerage and the developers, which is this is not the kind of business that we want to enforce in anyone. It's going to make more money in your pocket joining the platform. Like, let's say in most of the countries in the world, they don't force the MLS, because I got asked this question a million times. And they ask me, is this going to be enforced? Is this going to be, the people have... No, you don't. You don't have to. And if you don't see the value, we all look at the ROI in real estate business, at the real estate industry. If I'm not going to make money, I'm not going to do business with you. We can be friends, we can hang out. But at the end of the day, if we're not benefiting from each other, you're not gonna work with me, right or wrong? So our platform is not enforced. Our platform is the way people do business all over the world to connect with each other and to make more money, more transactions, and to have a higher ROI, return on the investment in their business. It's like no-brainer. So there is no enforcement. People like to work with the multiple listing service. Let's say I'm a US citizen, I'm American, Egyptian American. I lived in America my whole life. It's a advantage and a very powerful selling point when I go to my client and say, I am listing your house at the multiple listing service. The clients will say, you know what? I want to work with you. Why? Because once I list this property at the multiple listing service, I have exposure to 2 million professionals at the same minute I'm listing the property. So what's better than that? Why I have to go? If you're gonna sell now, Dr. Noor, if we have this, let's say water, and we want to sell it, and I have the exposure to the people here sitting with us at the room or the exhibition. What about if I tell you that I can have the same bottle with the exposure to 2 million people now? They will be able to sell this bottle. What's better for you, to sell it here or to sell it to 2 million people at the same time?
Definitely 2 million.
This is our system. So it's no brainer, you're gonna be making money. You know, we're not here to oversell you products. We're here to give you products that can benefit you, then you'll be able to make more money in your business.
But one of the concepts that MLS is based on, which is very challenging for people to understand, what does it mean as a single listing? Does it mean that I will be, if let's say, if I have this property, I'm the seller's agent.
Good question.
Okay?
Yeah.
And I'm going to be listing the property over the Arab MLS.
Yes.
It means that this property is going to be 100% unique. It cannot be redundant on the system, which means that I'm as an agent, I'm completely secured.
Okay. It's a challenge at the Middle East.
Okay.
You know, I'm honest, but I'm gonna give you a great example. When Uber came to the Middle East, everybody was upset. All the taxi drivers were upset with Uber. They were like, you know what? We hate Uber. Uber is taking away our business, correct? Then today, when they realize that Uber application and this technology is making them a lot of money, taxi drivers use Uber technology and they book trips through the technology, right? So in an easy way, our technology will help people to make more money and generate more business, and you know, and we have to get this step by step. So we get to the listing. You know, in a very, and this is gonna happen. You cannot, and I'm not saying you cannot or you can. I don't make the rules. I'm just a technology guy, not related to anybody.
But you're forecasting the future.
But I work and I close transactions with millions of dollars. I know by fact that a single transaction have to be a single agent so you can make more money, and the market will be for the powerful people that they invest in their business, they invest in their marketing, they invest in their way to do business. This is how it should be. You know, I will never say that we're gonna have 100% of the market from the first year, but I promise you that once you join our platform, you will never go back again. You're gonna say, this is the right way I do business. It takes a little bit education or knowledge to educate your consumers how the benefit or how they're going to benefit from the multiple listing service. It needs work, you know, and the consumer is the base in this one, by the way. The public is the base. They're gonna benefit the most from the multiple listing service.
I believe so, because right now, let's say I'm a landlord, I'm getting multiple calls, maybe per day, 10 to 20 to 25 calls that people are asking me about listing my property, even though that the law from RERA is about listing with only 3 agents, but still people do not comply in a way or another. But based on the MLS platform, that it's going to be a single unique,
Yes.
a single unique
Yes.
listing,
You know,
which makes me 100% secured as an agent.
we're not in business. We are not in business to double listing or take the listing from 2 or 3 people. First, we have a unique MLS ID number to each property. So if Dr. Noor is gonna list the property in 123 Main Street, that means no one else will list the property at the system. That means Dr. Noor did the work, he won the property, he won the listing, he deserved to get paid half of the commission or the commission. And just don't get me wrong, I see in Dubai now great people, influencers, social media, marketing, people are doing business the right way that it should happen. Like the same way we do it in America. Like I don't see any difference. The only difference is these people, if they decide that they want to do business the right way, they want to make more money, they have to work toward, exclusive listing. The whole world is working exclusive listing. And think about it this way. A person is working all day long, is doing videos, is creating content, is meeting clients, investing in himself, and he go to win a listing, and another 2 people, they're not doing anything, they're gonna share the profit with him, and they're gonna go fight with him. How that fair? How are you gonna compare a person is leaving his house in the morning or her house in the morning to do business and to create content and invest in themselves and to educate themselves, they spend like big investment in their brand with another person that is going to share the listing and they never did anything. How that fair?
Okay, and one more thing, because I got from you that if this is single listing on the Arab MLS platform, it's going to be exposed to millions of agents on
Millions.
the other side.
Millions.
And we all know that maybe the American investors, they do not travel, but their money travels.
Technology is. I'm gonna tell you that, like, it's fun in America. You go home at night, you go online, you shop for houses the same way you shop for watches, the same way you shop for cars. It's experience. It's just you have fun. You get to Zillow, let's say, then you know that all the information is accurate. You know that all the information is safe. I want to buy property. I'm going to tell you how many times I bought property from Zillow and I made money to fix it, repair it. It just, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make buying houses is an experience and safe transaction. And this should be the way we do business at the Middle East. You should not worried about, is this duplicate listing, is that verified? It should be verified anyway. Once at the online, should be verified. We should not have a verified
We should
badge.
not see a distressed sale listing, right? Because this is funny when I see a listing on some whatever medium and say distressed sale.
We don't disclose this information, and this is okay. One of the things in our platform, we have a communication between professionals, a communication between the public. So there's certain information cannot be disclosed to the public. It's about disclosures. You know what I'm saying? And this is part of the education. We're gonna be discussing now about the education and how we wanna education is a big part of our business. I don't wanna give you a machine that you don't know how to work with it. It's very simple to use, but I want to teach you step by step how you're going to be able to benefit from this technology.
And this takes me to one thing that we all understand right now, what's the partnership with CoreLogic. So how do you qualify your partners and vendors? Based on what Arab MLS qualifies the partners and the vendors?
We have a big marketplace, and our business is millions of dollars. And I'm not extremely when I say millions of dollars. My company is millions of dollars, and we have a lot of vendors coming from America every day to talk to us. I'm gonna be honest to you, we have 105 people work in my company now, which is we're trying to do a operation here in Dubai. This is what we're trying to move some of our operation to Dubai. Between America, Egypt now, we have around 110 people. What I'm trying to say is we have a process to pick vendors. Like one of the things yesterday, I can't disclose it because we signed NDA, but we signed with one of the biggest technology company in America. We're gonna be getting this to the Middle East market. We do a process and evaluation. We have a marketplace, we have a front end. Would love to have some session very soon, inshallah, to people to come. And I'm gonna have a session for like 300, 400, 500 people at the time. Then we can have a whole experience at the multiple listing service, of course, with the academy. We have a big qualification to our vendors, especially now that there is too many prop tech companies in the world. And remember, with all respect, our software is the largest software in the world. And I'm not extreming. You can just put at the Wikipedia what's CoreLogic, and you will understand that we're running trillion dollar a year in transaction. Trillion, not billion, trillion. So
this is interesting and makes us feel like a safe haven. When it comes to education, we have heard the news, and definitely I'm one of the faculty or members of the Innovation Express Real Estate Institute, and there are going to be a collaboration between both Arab MLS and the Innovation Express Real Estate Institute in terms of an exclusive strategic partnership. What is it about, and why education is important for Arab MLS?
Well, you build that. What we learn is it takes generation to build generation to make one generation ready, which is mean we have to start build this generation. I'm not saying we're behind. There is close billions of dollars in transaction, but education is a must. You know, there's too many times in my life in America when I, let's say, made a mistake or did something wrong, or, you know, then always education was the backup for me to know what's right and what's wrong. You're not gonna stop people from doing right or like wrong or like misuse software, whatever, but always educating people and keep them educated is gonna teach them how to do business throughout the time. So when we talk about education, we are, of course, honored to have the partnership with the Academy. And, you know, one of my vision was to have an Arab MLS university. And as long as you guys are here, you know, why we can't you guys take over the Arab MLS university, all the courses. We get all the courses from America, Canada, from all over the world. We wanna be sure that people come to the Academy, have the MLS course, and have the course also. I think we did some implementation in your real estate license course now. One day is going to be for the MLS, for everyone is getting a license in Dubai through the Academy. So this is a great tool for people to understand technology. Technology is the future. Technology is the solution, the future that will help more people to make money. You know, if people have license, I think that also we're gonna have courses for them, just an MLS course. So I'm so excited about the partnership, you know. I know this is gonna add a lot to us, because if I say I'm selling a platform and technology and I can talk about it for a long time without explaining and educating the professionals about how they can get the most of the ROI of this platform, I will fail. This is not the way I want to do business. My business is to help as more people as I can to make money and generate more business that will help me to be successful, make money, and also get more business. It's a win-win situation. In real estate business, we've been very successful in America. And most of the people, or all the people successful, because it's always been a teamwork. We never see a competition, Dr. Noor. We sit at night, all of us have dinner, all of us own brokerage. Coldor Banker with EXP, was like England. We all go out, hang out at the same place. We go at the same, but we never saw it as a competition. Actually, it's a fair market. And I'm not gonna say because of the MLS, but it's because of the MLS.
Because of the culture of the MLS. And I take from your words, because there is a quote that I really fall in love with. It's from His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed, that those who are not equipped with knowledge have no place in the future. And this is completely
Totally.
true. Completely
Totally.
true, because
Out
data
of
is the new
business.
oil.
Out of business. Like, it's not about AI also. Look, AI is scary, yes. It's a good, scary, bad, excellent. Like, there's too many good and bad sides. We need another 2-3 hours to talk about AI. But I think no one is going to replace the broker business.
So we have
قولاً واحداً, no one is going to replace the brokerage business. You can have an AI brokerage. The broker will continue to be the broker. It's a people business. It's a feeling business. It's reaction business. This is how people do business. You know, I want to see the person I'm doing business. I want to talk to him or her. We want to build this connection, establish the trust. And so I will never buy a house from an AI. Do you agree or not? Like,
it makes no sense actually for me till now.
yeah, it's like,
So-
is the kitchen small or big? Like, how the countertop? I'm going to ask the AI all these questions.
For the Arab MLS right now, we understand the concept of the MLS, but there is another concept that we heard about, which is called IDX. What is the IDX? If you can just explain the terminology itself.
IDX is called Internet Data Exchange, which is portal. Once we have the data established, I'm going to be able to give whoever wants to have the data to have their own website. Dr. Noor, can you imagine having your own website with all the data, that you look like a champion, $1 million brokerage, and you can create your own marketing campaign. You can have a social media and all these courses we're gonna have to teach the IDX and how to build your website and how to do all this marketing and do all this stuff. Then you start sell real estate to the world. A lot of people came to me, a lot of people came to me, and I talk about this many times, and I said, we want to make money in real estate. I think real estate business is awesome. You know, I made most of my money selling real estate and buying real estate. Big transactions, millions of dollars. So the fact is, because at the time I was trying to start my life, I had nothing. Like I had 2 jobs, I had to sell stuff to go to the school to get my license to sell real estate. So my need create for me to go and fight and hustle to be a good, whatever, not a good, I don't want to say good, a successful business or brokerage. A lot of people today wants to have, to start a business, but they don't know how. We gotta have a guide step by step to professionals, how you start your own business. Actually, we're gonna create teams also. We're gonna help people, and all this, again, through the education. My word is not gonna come I'm not gonna come every day and talk to people. Maybe in the next 2 months and nobody's gonna see me again. I'm now just to explain. But education will be the big part for us, is to show the people how to start the business, how to make money. People love people, help them to make money. Correct? So that's our business.
What type of data? Because it's really scary nowadays when people say that I will give you data. It's not a charity. But how come that you are going to be giving people data? What type of data?
It's just the homes and it's just the property, the real estate.
Because each and every agent treats like his listings or data. It's like my precious. This guy from the Lord of the Rings. It's my precious.
We have to take the market step by step. I'm very conservative. I'm taking 10% to 5%. Once you join the multiple listing service, you will never leave it again. Mark my word. Because the way it works, it's just gonna blow you away. Like, here we go, my business is going globally in a second. That's why we're CoreLogic. I can say I'm a prop tech company, which is all respect to everybody's trying to work. But when I went to have as a partner, I picked the most powerful partner. Why? Because I want to give you value. My value comes from the companies backing me up with my software and the technology. This is how everybody will be making money. Plus, we're going to have some free subscription. So what else? If you don't like it,
okay, so it's about quality, not quantity. You are focused on the quality of the agents who are dealing on the Arab MLS platform,
Yes.
not the quantity.
you're going to join us, you're going to be making money. I guarantee this 100%.
It's a Rolls Royce strategy. Okay, you will make 10
I
cars
love
a
Rolls
year.
Royce. No,
10 cars per year. That's it.
I love Rolls Royce. I want to get the electric, but my kids doesn't want to.
Okay, who's behind the brand? Beside you, we know that you are founder. You're the CEO. Who is behind the brand of the Arab MLS? Because it's like day and night, and then suddenly we knew that.
Ask me this
the
question many
rumors-
times. You just keep asking the question.
Yes.
Allah, He's guiding me. That's it. Wallah. Where? This is the question.
Okay,
because I have 6 countries.
It's very hard. I'm Egyptian.
In the Emirates is different than Egypt is different. Like, don't get me
Thank you. I'm Egyptian.
Okay,
and
I'm
I know
Egyptian
that-
too.
And it's
So what about
very
the American
hard.
passport?
Yeah. And it's very hard to have something that's really organized, especially
عايز يا نور عايز ايه اسال السؤال على طول.
who's supporting you in
Where?
Egypt per se? Because
In
here we know
Egypt,
that Dubai Land
the
Department.
the government in Egypt is the government. I work with the government, yes. And I'm fully supported with the government in Egypt.
Okay, this is a very important declaration.
Yeah.
This is a really nice one.
And our domain is a government domain. And to clarify, and I said this 1,000,000 times, we start with the MLS, and now we are doing way more than the MLS, but it just developing what I'm doing, it takes millions of bags of money, bags. And years of work. So to do all this in 2 years, if we launch inshallah in 2 months, I think we did a great job. We did a great job. Like, it was not easy, Dr. Noor, but in Egypt, yes, you know, I've been to each and every Arab country. I work with all the governments. I work with the Dubai Land Department here, and they're great people. In Bahrain, we work with RERA, great people. We had committees. In Saudi Arabia, I met the highest people in Saudi Arabia. In Kuwait, so in Qatar, we work with all governments, and we, you know, but I cannot open, like, I own the rights. But if I'm telling you today, I'm opening 6 countries tomorrow, I'm changing the whole, like, map of the real estate business, how people will buy and
Let's
sell.
make it slowly but surely, because as agents, we need to absorb this. And this takes me to the other question. Arab MLS, is it Arabic enabled?
What do you mean?
Can I access through Arabic language?
Oh yeah, okay. Arab MLS is Arabic and English. I'm gonna tell you guys, we translate the matrix.
This one I'm asking about.
People doesn't believe it in America. I'm crazy.
How many words you have translated from English to Arabic?
Millions of words has been translated. When people come and tell me, oh, why you didn't launch until now? Guys, we are translating millions. And it's very funny. And I'm gonna tell you just a small story. اضغط, push, انقر. How are we gonna use the language? Which language we're gonna have in Arabic that is gonna work with everybody? And I'm dealing with Americans, and the Americans looking at me like, that's your decision. So can you imagine, in one word in English, we have 17, same in Arabic. And which one we're gonna pick? Which language, which culture? How are they gonna so it's a
Which
challenge
Arabic
for us.
accent?
Yes. Yeah, it's like في مصر يقول دوس.
Exactly.
Right? هتدوس هتقول لحد دوس هيقول يعني مثلا دوس ازاي طيب يعني طب اضغط. It's a kind of like, it's a challenge. So but we're translating, everything will be Arabic and English. At the same time, what's coming outside of the IDX is coming in 7 or 10 languages. So Chinese, Russian, English, you know, all the 7, 8 language.
I would like to highlight this from my point of view as a prop tech guy. Maybe you would see it's like, what's happening with the Arabic? All the platforms right now, they can flip from English to Arabic. The challenge is that, let's say I'm here in Dubai, I'm putting my listing in Arabic. It needs to be transcripted all the way, 100% specific to the agents who will see it in the US market. And here comes the challenge, because it's not another Google Translate game. Because some technical aspects inside the property that you need to list it when it comes to legalities, legislation, and when it comes to the commission agreement as well, it needs to be transcribed 100%. So this is why it's really massive, because it's not just another website that you log in, www.whatever.com, and then you pop up to the world. No, it's like, I believe when I've seen bits and pieces of the platform, it's like an iPhone experience. You open the dashboard, you have lots of platforms and applications inside the Arab MLS itself that enables you to do multiples and multiples of tasks. One of them definitely is going to be the education. And from the educational part, what do you need and require anyone?
A lot.
Minimum requirement.
I always need a lot.
Give me 3 factors that you are looking for each and every agent want to do for the Arab MLS. What's going to be that ending up? 3 values that you require them in order to be enabled on the Arab MLS.
Just to get the course, it's very important. You know, like to educate themselves, to ask us question and understand how to benefit from the system, not to have the technology just for not for the use of it, just to have it. I joined the MLS, no, and to be able to grow their business like a people with vision. I'm not going to say this, but I'm going to tell you this. One day, the whole Arab world will remember the movement I made and how much hard work I've been through the last 3 years. It's just like, it's too much work for me and what I'm doing. is gonna change a lot of people's life. And I'm not extreming والله دكتور نور يعني شغل كتير جدا جدا أكتر مما تتخيل. يعني a lot of work we did in ground, translating, doing business, just traveling, talking to people, you know, like doing all this kind of stuff. It's just crazy work. And so one day people will remember what we did, inshallah, to change just the way people do real estate. I didn't invent, and this is very important for people, I didn't invent this technology. I didn't do it. Like I'm not,
You are localizing
I'm
it.
not the guy that did Facebook. I just got a technology that will work in America for real estate business for the last 100 years. Do you know what's the story behind the MLS?
I
I
know.
just want to
I
say
want
this
you to
today
tell them.
for people to understand where the MLS came from, how the MLS came. 125 years ago in America, people were doing real estate, brokers. And by the way, when you get to New York City, at the museum in Madison Square, they have the MLS book. This is how proud America was the multiple listing service. That's what I'm trying to bring to the Middle East. So they said, we want to sell real estate fast. How are we going to sell real estate? Like, you know, I'm in North Carolina, in this city, in this town, and you're in this town, or I'm in New York. How are we going to do business with each other? They said, okay, great idea. Why we can all of us meet, write what we have. I have a house in Jumeirah. You have a house in Business Bay. I have a, then they had a book. It's a true story at the Wikipedia, guys. This is not my story. It's a true story in America. Then they meet every week, every month, and everyone write at the book. Then they have a copy from the book. So I have a client or a buyer in Jumeirah. So I know, by fact, Dr. Noor have a listing in Jumeirah. So they start adding to this book every week, every month, make it active, make it pending. When they sold, the market sold, until it became a high technology is running the real estate business in America. Then they put it into the MLS. The same way in America 25 years ago, I used to go pay my insurance. بدفع التأمين بتاع عربيتي. When you pay the insurance, and State Farm, company called State Farm, they used to give us a map, big map. أنا مسافر, I'm traveling, I take the map. This is north, this is south. Then the navigation came for us. Then it was like blowing away our head, like, يا نهار أبيض, I can have my road at the car. This is a great technology. Same way the MLS came, you know, from the map in your hand to come into a technology between all the agents and the broker. You put the property at the market today, Dr. Noor. In this second, when you enter the listing at the market, in this second, 2 million people, professionals, see it at the same time. How this powerful for you to make sales today?
100%. And this is talking about an experience. And I want to ask, okay, I took the course.
You ask too much.
I'm here to ask.
All right, okay.
And it's an interview, not an investigation.
No, I'm fine. I already work with government, so I'm good with that.
So I've taken the course through the Innovation Express Real Estate Institute, who's your exclusive partner.
Yes.
And then I got my username and password and account, and I started to log in. And suddenly I faced some challenge or a problem. Do you have a support team?
Yes, we have a customer service, online, phone service, everything. And I think the way we're gonna do the course, we're working with the courses, it's gonna be very simple for you, easy. But if you need support, of course, we have support. We have online support, customer service support. Yes.
Okay, you talked as well about the quality of the agent, not the quantity.
Correct.
Am I going to be signified in the market because I'm a user of the Arab MLS? What makes me unique? Besides making money, I understand right now.
Global. I just said it in Egypt in an interview like last week or 2 weeks ago. I said people buy from people they like, they know, and they trust. The good part is when you're making the phone call with the people, I close millions of dollars in business. Not the first phone call. If you don't have the knowledge or you build this relation, you may lose the sale. But if you have a big technology arm backing you up with a lot of power information, email, CRM, understanding the market, sending a lot of information about the property and the comparison and all the stuff, then you make the call, you build the trust, they like you, you close the deal. They like you. So it's important for us to teach or educate the brokerage or the agents how to use the system and how to benefit. And that's going to be a big part of our courses that we implement with the academy.
Okay, so again, does it benefit me more as an agent or as a company?
Everybody.
I'm a business owner, and I'm going to be definitely charged for each and every listing on the platform. I know that's going to be sold fast, and this is the edge.
Very fast.
I like the confidence.
Very fast. Alhamdulillah. It's not, no. It's not been, no. A'udhu billah. I just want to be, like, it just system works.
No, it's really hard nowadays to find people who are confident about their platform, their idea. It's
I
really
just
hard.
work so hard in this. So it's not about confidence. It's just I understand all the puzzles about the business. I understand that this will be the vehicle will be making you money. That's all.
Okay, do I need to be an expert in the real estate market to use the Arab MLS, or maybe I'm a new joiner?
No, anybody, but you have to take the course. See, that's why we pick our education partner. For me, I can give you a username and a password, but what's my benefit? I want you to use the system and make money. It's not about me selling you a subscription. We lose. If you pay me now, which is we're opening for free at the beginning, I want you to see the value. I want you to make money. I want you to connect to the world. I want you to open new markets. I want you to use the platform, to understand the difference, to understand that this is your way of doing business. But at the end of the day, who is the principal of the transaction? This is what they teach us in America. Who is the principal? In real estate business, who is the principal? The customer. It's always the customer. He's the boss. Our boss, brokerage, developer, anybody is doing real estate transaction is the customer, seller or buyer. They are the principal. Why? Number one, because they write the check, we make money, of course. That's very normal. Number two, because they make the decision for us to make the sale. We want to serve them better. We want to give them quality. We want to give them a user journey. We want to be sure that they're making they were selling fast in a highest price, or we're buying fast in a lowest price. So the system is serving all this stakeholder at the transaction.
This is interesting, very interesting. And again, it's about each and everyone making money, but will I be having on the platform of Arab MLS indicators that can help me advise my clients regarding the valuation? I've heard that you're speaking about strategic partnership or something about valuation, because valuation is a very important role of real estate transaction, yet not each and everyone focus it. And not each and everyone understands about the capital appreciation, the RIR, and all these matrices that should be integrated, especially when you are dealing with an off-plan. So I know that MLS is most likely to deal with a secondary market
And off-plan.
and on off-plan. This is new as well for me while we were discussing it.
Correct.
So how it's going to help in off-plan as well?
It just exposure, market exposure. Like again, market exposure. You're gonna be exposed to the whole global, in your business. Technology is the way to do business in real estate now. That's why, I started with Dubai 2 years ago to work at the MLS, and this will be amazed to a lot of people. When I start getting into the market, I was amazed with a lot of people creating a lot of content that it's very good content, educational content, market content. People here wants to adopt the technology. They want to do the business the way we do it in America. They're doing it the same way. I see people now investing in their own brands. They're investing in their own business. They want to, this is how you're going to make the business. You're going to invest in yourself first. You're going to invest in your brand first. Then you're going to export your business to the whole world. Why I have to deal with you? Because I saw you, online. I look at the Instagram. You have a lot of knowledge. You're a smart person. I like your personality. You're selling yourself well. You understand the community and you understand the market and you understand what's going on around your neighborhood. Okay, I want to buy a house. I want to move my family to Dubai. Who's the person I'm going to pick? Oh, hello. I pick anyone I don't know, or I pick the person I saw online that he's aware of what's going on.
The one I got connected with.
That's it. This is the people we need to do business with us. The people looking at the future. The people wants to connect to the world.
Okay, I can't believe that it has barely 1 hour of such an amazing talk.
Thank you.
And
Thank you. But I'm so excited about our partnership.
yes,
And this will be great. The courses, we're working on a great courses with all your support, guys, and through Arab MLS University and through your academy. And I just want to say that this was like 2 years ago. We work in this, correct? It was 2 years ago. We planned it, and today it's coming to reality. And people doesn't believe sometimes it takes 2 years of work to prepare for something like this to happen.
yeah, the bamboo theory. It takes you 5 years to plant a bamboo and then you see it up growing. So 3 advices to the agents who wants to use Arab MLS.
Just be patient with us. Give us some time, because we're working so hard for you. I want you to know that we're working so hard, like mornings and nights. Sometimes, like yesterday, I had 7 Zoom meetings back to back. Our team in America, our team in Egypt, everybody's working around the clock, so be patient with us. We're getting a good product. We want to build this trust with you guys, so I want you to give us the chance. Please give us the chance to earn your trust. We don't want anything from you. We want you to try our system. We want you to work with our system. We want to show you a new way to do business. So please, we need your support. We're looking for your support. The third thing is, we will be able to help you through the education. We want you to work with our education partner to build your brand and build your business, so you can be able to have the technology or benefit from the technology we have for you here in United Arab Emirates and the whole Middle East. You didn't ask me about the rest of the Middle East, but it's okay.
Yeah, I will keep it. I will keep it as
I'm
a
doing
teaser.
good in other countries, guys. We're going big. In Egypt, we're going too big. Alhamdulillah, too big, yani. Alhamdulillah.
MashaAllah. Wish you all the success, and we are really excited about it. And thank you so much for giving us the honor and pleasure being here at the Acres first edition in Dubai.
Acres is
2024.
great, by the way. I want to say it's a great event. I was looking at the event for the last 2 days. I think it's amazing. I think they need to have it more bigger next time, like larger, like it's, mashallah, it's great and large, but I think this event will be very successful, inshallah, in the future.
Thank
I'm
you.
looking forward to it. I think next one we have to be the main sponsor. They have to get us as Arab MLS.
Definitely,
We didn't make
you're
it this
gonna do
year, but we have to be, inshallah, here.
We shall facilitate this.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very
And within 5 minutes, we are going to be having the signing ceremony for the strategic partnership between Arab MLS and the Innovation Experts Real Estate Institute. So please stay tuned, stay there. And it really has been an honor and pleasure to be the interviewee. And I'm hoping that maybe I would be from the first 10 who are going to be using the Arab MLS.
Sure. You'll be teaching.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Ahmed.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Anyone has a question for Mr. Ahmed, please?
Yeah, I would love to take questions. I would love to.
Please.
بس بلاش أسئلة عميقة أرجوكم. خلوكم كده أسئلة جميلة بالعربي بقى كده عشان ولا بالإنجليش, whatever you want. Like I'm good. Like people wants to listen Arabic, but it's up to you. I'm all yours.
Great to meet you.
No deep
Face to
questions.
face.
I'm just kidding.
No problem.
I'm following you, by the
I
way.
know. I came here especially, usually Sunday for me is very discreet, but I just came. This is something not to miss. As you know me, no need to introduce myself, but I'll introduce myself. As far as I'm a CIPS, so I'm already aware of what you're telling me. In US, it's a compulsory MLS, and I hope this will be in the future. But I just want to have a quick question. As far as MLS is concerned, it's quietly connecting agent to agent's property, and the goal is to make connecting like buyers to sell more. But don't you think this is for the companies who are monopolizing most of the data? It's not quietly interesting for them to be part of MLS. What do you tell them? There are a lot of big companies in UAE, because Egypt is different. They are monopolizing actually the data, and that will not be really interesting for them to be part of it. What do you think the answer will be? Actually, I am with MLS because
No, thank you very much for the question. And first, you're doing a great job. Like most of the people here I'm following, by the way, like everybody here I'm following on Instagram. And he asked me a very deep question. I don't want to get into, politics, but I'm going to talk about the MLS. What do you think if I can answer you from our side? We're not here to dominate any market. We're here for the professionals. So our platform is mainly for professionals. We give the data in a way and format approved. That's why we work with the land department in a weekly meetings in an approved format to the agents so they can use in their own platforms. So to manipulate or to dominate or do, this is not the way we do business, because the MLS would love to work with everybody, We're not in competition with anyone. I'm talking about the Emirates, like in Dubai. We're on B2B platform. We want to stay B2B, serving the professional community here in Dubai. But in a country in Egypt, we are B2B, B2C, C2C, C2B. We're taking the whole market over, inshallah, yani, no brainer. We're taking over the market. But in Dubai, because we have our agreement was that we are strictly, I want to be very clear today, we are a B2B platform connecting your business to the global market, with 2 million professionals throughout, through our platform. But to dominate or to do business like this, I don't think this is the right way to do business. But we're not here to, to judge, but we're here to fix and work with everybody.
And I mean, the agent who's been part of MLS should be a certified broker, means have a BRN, registered with Dubai Land Department, not randomly. This is what we are facing with CRMs. I'm 11 years in the market. There are many agents who are not even, and Dr. Noor, he knows, many agents, they're not even certified, and they're just dealing on CRMs, and they're presenting the real estate as MLS is concerned.
It was the first thing from His Excellency, Engineer Marwan. This is only for the certified, licensed real estate brokers from the Dubai Land Department. So we're not working with anyone is not licensed, approved, certified outside the Dubai Land Department. So we are completely close to the people that they are certified and licensed from the Dubai Land Department. And we're B2B. Just nice to meet you.
Thank you so much. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I think we have another question in the back.
Hi, my name is Uni Yang. I came from USA, and I've been doing real estate business for last 20 years, and I've been using the MLS. So,
Which association?
California, Beverly Hills.
The largest one we have in America. Yes.
So for
We
that
actually,
one
it's
in
our, we
USA
built the platform of California. You know that, right? It's Matrix, yes.
But in USA, we have a Realtors Association for nationwide, and we have also the California state chapters, and it's all operated by their independent state chapters. And it's all in USA is B2C. So independent realtors, they join whatever the MLS chapter they're interested in, and all the services are differentiated, and education system and some forms are little different. So how do you plan to manage all the whole Arab countries and also in UAE?
Thank you. Very good question. I love California. But California, one of the MLS that we built. So CoreLogic built the California MLS. And this is the largest MLS in the world, in California, by the way. The first in the country, in America, and the largest. And so it's great that we built the technology in California. Here's the good part about this. I understand the business model in America, We coming here, we're trying to raise our voice to the hires at the whole Middle East to say, our business will generate jobs like technology, a lot of technology jobs around us, the same like your question. We're gonna be able to have a lot of PropTech, website platform, CRMs, because this is the main business in our multiple listing service. So we're working on it. It's a challenging a little bit, but once people understand the business, they will know that we are a job creation. We create a lot of jobs. The same way in America. It's billions of dollars industry around the whole multiple listing service. And that's why we're working here. But I'm excited to see someone from California and work with our platform there.
If I may add to Mr. Ahmed's answer, I believe that right now what Arab MLS is doing, they are localizing the concept of the American MLS into fitting with the culture of
Correct.
the working environment and the ecosystem of Dubai. So we have, first of all, the contract A, which is between the seller and the agent. This is going to be one of the main forms that's going to be used. And this is going to be verified based on the agreements for data exposure and data disclosure between the Dubai Land Department and the Arab MLS. So this is the first side. The second side, which is going to be the buyer side, it's supposed to be contract B, but yet, since the agent who is dealing is going to be dealing with an American buyer, but yet on the Arab MLS system, so they are going to be using the form of the contract B. And then contract F is going to be generated, encapsulating all the information from contract A and contract B, and then afterwards you have the transaction done. So what's really I like it from a PropTech advocate guy, that they didn't take the system as a copy-paste because it won't fit. It won't fit at all. But
No.
it's not a white label. It's like being adaptive and agile to the working environment of each and every country. And here comes the technological brilliance behind it. So whatever forms that are being used that are adaptive in the US market, it's there, but yet you can have what's being mimicked into it.
Correct.
So right now we are the Aquaman. We are between the world of the earth and the land. It's like this. Well, I believe that this is what's being done.
100%. We're doing edit. You know, we don't have flood here. We don't have flood in Egypt. We don't have, like, the weather is different. So we have to take stuff from the system that, you know, that don't make any sense with the Middle East. So we're like tailor the system to our culture, and each country also have its own culture, its own way of doing business. So it's a kind of a lot of work.
One of the words that I like that you have told me about the Arab MLS, that Arab MLS is a big bespoke suit. It's
is.
tailor-made for the,
It is.
each and every
It
market.
is. It is. Each country have its own size, its own color, its own identity. It's, you know, own Asians business. But what we're trying to do, and that's my vision for Arab MLS, is I'm trying to unify all this in one big market, work all together, generate business together, connected to the world. We are in 2024. Like, this is big. We are in 2024. With the AI, with the technology, we have to have a seamless transaction. We have to have escrow. We have to have, you know, mortgage process online. We have to have too many things that, you know, everything is technology, driven, that for people to do the business. And you know, to be honest, I see Dubai is going in this direction. Like, there's no brainer. Like, you know, Dubai is going in this direction. With all respect, it's the number one at the whole Middle East. And when we compare Dubai today, we compare it to New York City. And this is what I say. Like, you know, it's not fair to compare Dubai to another like city or a country. It's like you compare it to Miami, you compare it to New York City. Is the size of the transaction and the business and the knowledge of the people also here and the way they do business. It's way Americanized and way, like European. أي أسئلة تانية تحت أمركم. فيش حد طيب خلاص أنا.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ahmed, for your presentation. I wanted to ask, do you plan to release an API for Arab MLS for PropTech to build applications on top of your platform?
You have to ask me. I'm sorry.
Do you plan to release an API
But the API have to go through a process. So to get an API, you have to get approval from your broker. So, and what are you gonna use the API for? It's restricted by the government. Like so, اتفضل.
If a startup wants to build an application, a PropTech application, on top of your technology to present your data in some way to brokers or to end users, like, do you plan to release an API for this?
We can evaluate. We can do we definitely have a process. It's the process. My team in America will do this process. So all you have to do is just to send us an email, and we're gonna have a vendor open in 2 months, which is in the Arab MLS in the Middle East. We should have a vendor check. We're gonna go and you're gonna have a lot of questions about your technology and what do you do. We're open. So we signed one of the largest company yesterday in America, and this is gonna be, and I'm gonna tell you this. You're gonna be able, and this is for the last thing, and this is one of the things we're doing. You will be able with your phone, to have a lockbox at the property you want to show. You will be able to schedule the showing, open the lockbox for the agent, do everything from your phone, and have an electronic lockbox with one of the largest company in America through our system. So you're gonna book the showing, you're gonna have to schedule it, you're gonna have a lockbox there. If the property is vacant, nobody live at the property, you will be able to put a lockbox that no one can open. You're gonna have a code, you're gonna push the button, you're gonna open the lockbox for the other agent. You will know when they enter the property, when they leave the property, and if you wanna tell him turn off the light, you're gonna be able to tell him turn off the light before you leave. So you can know everything. So this is the kind of technology and API we're integrating. That's why it's an endless opportunity for a company like yourself, for a startup, for a PropTech company to get an API and create their own business with us. So it's infinity of business.
Further questions?
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank you,
it.
guys.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
It's nice to meet you.